Save recent gameplay. Last minute. Let me watch that shit quickly. Tire pressures 26.6, 26.9, 26.9, 26.3. Okay. So they're all right. I'm glad, man. This is actually fucking. This is like, well, this is the kind of practice I like to do. Have a handful of people or whatever, a group of people sitting down. This is awesome. Yeah. Yeah, for me. It feels like they. I actually like it quite. Yeah, it's technical as fuck in my opinion. The so you know like I think I think it would be like the start of sector 2, but it's like you're going slightly uphill and it's like a slightly uphill right like bend, not a turn. Then it's that fast left-hander before the chicane. Then you're like, yeah, and then there's a chicane shortly after it, but like it's like the uphand lefter. That right there in F1 is so fucking fast. And this it's still fast, but like the difference is fucking silly. I played F1 2021. Shit. That sucks. Yeah. Cause I think this. I honestly, so like the first time I drove this, I was at Suzuka a few months ago, and I gave up after like maybe 15 minutes, and then I like read up on it a little bit, and I was just like, just blade like get the traction control up. So it's like, because I was trying to run like 3. It was so bad. Yeah, I was like, fuck Ferraris. They suck. Then I just couldn't drive it properly. But yeah, put the traction control to 7 or 6, and it's pretty fine. I have mine on 4. Actually, I'm gonna drop mine to 3 now. What's your brake? What's your brake balance at? I have mine at 56, pretty much the same. Alright, here, one sec. I'll put a setup in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm using. Yeah, I just use. Yeah, I just take his. I take his and then make minor adjustments to them because he doesn't use TC2 and like fuck that. I need that. I'm not good enough to not run TC2. It's like this. So it's like one is like. So yeah, I would just like for the Ferrari, I match it to whatever the TC is. So like TC1 is like. How does this? How the fuck does it work? One sec. I looked it up and was reading it because fucking Visors was talking to me about it like a month or so ago in one of our races. One moment here. All right, so let's see. Yeah. on here. So yeah, TC1 is like the threshold, and TC2 is the amount. Not all cars do have both of them too. Like I know the BMW does not have it, but the Mustang does. The McLaren definitely has it. I'm on the fence with it. Like, I after driving the BMW the other day for front end, if I'm going to drive front engine, I would definitely prefer the BMW. I find it's way more friendly, user friendly. I like the sound of the Mustang, but I find it too heavy. That's like the best way for me to put it. Is I do find it very heavy. So yeah, TC1 specifies how much wheel slip is allowed before the electronics restrict the engine power delivery. TC2 determines how much to cut the engine power at the slipping threshold specified by the TC1. But like apparently like the people that like the really good people just don't use TC2 or they use very minimal. So I tried not using it, and I found I was slipping out on corner entries sometimes. And that's when I started using it and noticed the difference. The Porsche I've been having a hard time with. I really want to learn. Like I do drive the 718 for the Wednesday night, but like I want to learn how to drive the 911. It's just I don't know. Corner entry on that thing's a handful for me. The tail slips out every time. Hmm. Uh, my yeah. I played single player against AI for the first like 2-3 months that I started playing this game. I was fucking nervous as fuck to go online. I was playing Gran Turismo first, so yeah. Yeah, I was playing Gran Turismo prior to this. Oh, okay, yeah, I was playing on my wheel. I I I like Gran Turismo to a degree, but like after switching to this, I was like, fuck that game. The multiplayer is bullshit because people just there's no penalty system really. Like if you took someone out, they'd be like 5 second penalty. So like people would just be like, fine, I'll take someone out, take that penalty. So I'll just make it up. It's like the issue with F1 when they're like, here's a 5 second or a 10 second penalty for like causing an incident. Like no, give them a fucking drive-through. Like, cause like people will gladly take someone out. Checo was doing it like crazy a few years ago. He would take people out and get a 5 second penalty and just make it up in his pit stop. Well, sorry, he'd do, yeah, the pink Mercedes, yeah. But yeah, like when they'd get the 5 second penalty added to the pit stop, they would just fucking do that and then just make the time up. So they make the time up before they went into the pit. That's just it. There's rumors saying that Checo's going to be back for Cadillac. I think Cadillac could do better. It could be cool. I think Cadillac could do better. Yeah, I don't know much about IndyCar. Well, they said they... Yeah, from... I've never watched it. I've watched the highlights a few times, but... Yeah, I didn't find it all that great. I find it's just a very crashy sport. And I find that's one of... I find like one of the allures around like that in NASCAR. I'm not sure if that's true or not, is the crashes. And I don't really like crashes personally. Like... Yeah, I've never watched it. Nice. I heard like I've seen videos like when people are like standing by the fence as like a kid, and like the wind is moving the fucking kid like down the fence. Oh yeah, just too dangerous. Yeah, yeah. That's the speed of those things is fucking bonkers. Yeah, that is another thing too. Yeah. Was it Garage 56 for Le Mans a few years ago? That thing was awesome. That was dope, dude. The sound of that was so good. When Jensen Button was driving it. Oh, nice. Yeah, that would be dope. And that thing was passing like the LMP2 cars at Le Mans. That was crazy. Dude, I love it. The sound of the Cadillac is pretty dope, but then fucking the moment I heard the Aston, I was like, ooh. I was like, I still love the sound of Cadillac, and it sounds amazing, but the moment I heard that V12, I was like, ooh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I like the high-pitched scream. Like, if it was a V10, it would have a bit more high pitch, but the V12 sounds beautiful. You like the deeper roar? Yeah, you like the deep roar. It does have a very deep roar. I think it has the best sound up when it goes from like the electric to gas. So it's just, the first time I heard it do the transfer from electric to petrol, I was just like, it sounded like something from an alien movie. I was like, that literally sounds ridiculous. It's just a. Yeah, it's an NA. Yeah, NAV12. Yeah. Everyone. Yeah, it is. I don't like hate turbochargers, but I prefer NAs. And that has nothing to do with driving them. It's just it's the sound. I love the sound of NA versus a turbo. Turbos sound cool and all, but yes, I'd love to hear that. Oh, those Porsches sound so good. You okay?
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Yellow flag in sector 1. Yellow flag, be careful. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Ooh. Little wide.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
Ooh, cut the second part of that.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Practice, practice, practice. We talking practice.
Flag ahead. Watch out.
We talking practice. Fucking AI. We talking practice.
There's a slow
All right,
curve ahead.
end of the bit. There's quite a few Ferraris. A couple Porsches. Oh yeah, I was gonna say a couple Porsches, but they're not 911s. Oops, sorry, dude. Well, they are 911s, but they're not what I thought. I was just gonna say, oh, well, look at all these people driving 911 GT3s. They're not. Mine are okay. By the last time I took a gander. I am actually. Let me return to garage. I will go let you know. So front going left to right, 26.1 and 27.2. Yeah. No. yeah, so like once they like get into like the proper running, I'm running usually like high 26s. The right's yeah. That's because the track temperature is only well, it's 17 degrees, track temp 24, and I think it's gonna get colder too. That's why. It's all to do with the fucking track temp. 26.1, 26.1 on the left, and 27.2 on the right. I did just put that up on the right though, so I might. And my brake ducts, I am running three or two and then three, two on the rear and three on the front. Gotcha. I have my I think I have my steering angle or whatever the thing at 12, like whatever you can adjust the steering to. I think I have it at 12. Steer angle
Yellow
or whatever
flag
it's called.
sector 2.
What the fuck is it called again? Steer ratio. 14? No, it's at 14. Yeah, 14. I have the 8 Newton meter McLaren, like the McLaren wheel with the 8 Newton meter base, Fanatec's, like Julio's. So, yeah, so exact same wheel as Julio, just different base. Well, I have the same base as well, but I have the boost pack and then the load cell brake pedal. But you, but you got yours at a good price, fucking second hand. That's so yeah. I did have before this. I just my gave it to my roommate for Christmas like a year and a half ago or whatever. Now, when I got the Fantech setup, I gave him my other setup, which was 6 months old, because I was like, I'm upgraded. It was the Thrustmaster T300 RS. That was actually a pretty good wheel, to be honest. Yeah. The first wheel, nice. The first wheel I ever used, I hated it. Like not the wheel, just like the first time I tried sim racing. It was years ago. I think I was like just 2016, and I wasn't really into racing. I like cars, but wasn't into racing. I sat down at my buddy's house. I was racing GT with him not that long ago before I switched to this. But I sat down. And I was like, dude, I was just like, fuck this. I didn't realize how hard it is to drive an actual race car compared to just driving a car. And then, yeah, when I first got into sim racing, when I first got my first setup, I was like, did I make a mistake? Because I was like, this is really hard. I was questioning it right off the hop. I was like, I think I might have made a mistake, like a very expensive mistake. And then I just toughed through it. Oh, hearing those go down the straight and then downshifting. Oh, that flat six. Oh, God, that sounds good. Oh, it's so realistic. Oh, it's unrealistic. I'm sorry, it's so realistic. Oh, it kills me. Dong, dong, dong. Oh, oh, fuck, dude, that is so awesome. All right, let's see. What time is it here? Full charge on the phone. Nice. Fuck, still 2 hours until the event starts. Nice. I think I'm gonna rip 3 dabs quickly. Yes, sir. I think I have like 14 grams. I love that's my yeah my favorite thing of that's the main reason I switched was the not combustion. I still smoke joints. I hardly buy flower at all. Once summer kicks and I start hiking again, fucking going for walks all the time, fuck, I'll smoke flower quite often, but never nearly as dabs. Dabs, they taste better. The fucking I prefer the high. Fucking I have to like I know like people are like, oh, but like joints are socialized, and I was like, I smoke by myself. It's like, what am I gonna have a conver? Yeah, yeah. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm just listening to music and watching YouTube while I'm getting high until I go play. Yeah, exactly. All right, back in a few minutes. Yeah, I don't have a fucking wireless headset, so Julio gives me shit for that. I'll be right back.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
one, if that makes sense.
I get it.
I'm sad. It's killing me.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to get that up. That's what you're talking about now.
It's real useful, but you just click on it, it just takes you straight to some app. There's like an app.
Yeah.
You can't download it. That's kind of weird. You can't download it, but you can. You basically pin it. You pin it to your home page.
Sorry. I'll take your word for it. Tater, bro. Lock and load. Gross. Let's go.
Bro, I'm happy with that lap time right there. What'd you get again?
Whatever, 146 plus 30 rounds. I think I did 150 per lap.
He's behind you, bro.
Industrial.
He was there last time, bro.
Is this today's one?
I don't know. There's no video.
Oh, okay.
I'll probably be behind him though, but he's about to be the race.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
I'm
I
sure
appreciate
so.
you asking, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, they're there. They're good. They're good. Most of the people here are good. Most of them. So you have like a little small handful of people who are, brand new, and then a handful of people who are not that good. Barely started racing. So because most people who do